What if the reason you haven't heard from them yet has nothing to do with whether they want to talk to you, and everything to do with who you're being when you think about them? I'm about to show you a technique that works 99.9% of the time. And I don't say that lightly. I'm talking about a complete identity shift that makes getting a text from them as natural as breathing. Hey, I'm Amanda Hicks. I specialize in helping people break through the blocks that keep them separated from the ones they love. And if you're here right now, you're about to discover why you've been making this so much harder than it needs to be. Because the technique I'm about to walk you through, it doesn't require you to send energy. It doesn't require you to visualize for hours. It just requires you to become someone different for a few minutes. And when you do, they text. Almost always. Almost instantly. But first, I need to know something. What's the last text they sent you? And how long ago was it? Type it in the comments, just the time frame. 2 days ago. Last week. 3 months. Because I want you to remember that feeling of seeing their name on your screen, that relief, that excitement. We're about to create that feeling again. And this time, it's going to be real. Look, I know you've probably tried a million things already. You've sent them good thoughts, you've visualized, you've maybe even done the whole act like you don't care thing. And either nothing happened or it worked for a minute, and then they went quiet again. Here's why. You were doing all of those things from a place of not having, from a place of hoping, wishing, trying to make something happen. But here's what actually works. And this comes from teachings that have been around for decades, from people who understood how reality actually bends to match who we are, not what we want. Your identity creates your reality, not your actions, not your techniques, who you are being in any given moment. Right now, when you think about them, who are you being? Are you the person who's waiting? Who's wondering if they'll ever reach out? Who's checking their phone every 5 minutes hoping this time will be different? That's an identity. And that identity creates more waiting, more wondering, more silence. But what if you shifted into a completely different identity? The version of you who just knows they're going to text. Who expects it? Who would actually be surprised if they didn't? That version of you. They get the text. Every single time. And the beautiful thing about this technique is that it forces that shift. It doesn't just ask you to hope for it, it actually puts you into that state, into that identity, into that version of yourself. And once you're there, once you feel what it's like to be that person, the text comes. Because reality has no choice but to match who you've become. I've seen this work so many times I've lost count. People who hadn't heard from their person in months, suddenly getting a text within hours of doing this. Sometimes minutes. Not because they did something to them, but because they became someone different. Someone who receives. Someone who's chosen. Someone who's wanted. And that's exactly who you're about to become. All right, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to guide you through this, and your only job is to listen and let the words sink in as truth, not as something you hope is true, not as something you wish was true, as something that is true, right now, in this moment. Because when you hear these words and you accept them as your reality, that's when the shift happens. That's when you stop being the person who waits and you become the person who receives. And once you become that person, they text. It's that simple. So find a comfortable position. You don't need your phone for this. You don't need anything except a few minutes of your time and a willingness to let go of who you've been and step into who you're becoming. Close your eyes if you can. If you're somewhere you can't, just soften your focus. Take a deep breath with me. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Again, in and out. One more time. In and out. Feel your body relax. Feel yourself letting go of all the doubt, all the worry, all the desperate energy you've been carrying. You don't need it anymore, because you're about to become someone completely different. Now, as you breathe, listen to these words. And as you hear them, accept them as who you are. Not who you want to be. Who you are. I already feel them reaching out to me. I've decided they're going to text, and because I've decided, it's already done. I can feel them thinking about me right now. I can feel their mind going back to me over and over, even if they're trying not to. They don't even understand why I'm on their mind so strongly, but I am. And it's not going away. They're remembering how it felt to talk to me, how easy it was, how good it was. And they're craving that feeling again. They're picking up their phone, they're opening our conversation, they're thinking about what to say. And I'm not desperate for this. I'm not waiting for this. I just know it's happening. Because I'm the kind of person who gets texts from the people they want to hear from. That's just who I am. I don't chase. I don't beg. I don't wonder. I just know. And that knowing, it's magnetic. It pulls them toward me without me having to do anything. They feel safe with me. They feel drawn to me. They feel like talking to me is the only thing that will give them relief right now. And they're acting on that feeling. They're typing. They're reaching out. They're making contact. Because people always reach out to me. That's just my reality. That's just how it works in my world. I'm the one they think about when they're bored, when they're happy, when they're missing something. I'm the one they want to talk to. My calm confidence is irresistible. My certainty creates results. My energy is undeniable. They can feel me even when I'm not physically near them. They can feel this pull that won't let them stay silent anymore. And so they text, they reach out, they initiate. Because that's what people do with me. I'm too magnetic to ignore, too present in their mind to forget, too important to them to stay distant from. This is not something I'm trying to make happen. This is something that's already happening, right now, in this moment. I am the version of me who always hears from them. I am the version of me who is chosen, pursued, wanted. I am the version of me who doesn't have to wonder or wait, because I just know. And that knowing shifts everything. It changes the energy between us. It makes the text inevitable. They are reaching out to me now, today, soon. It's unfolding perfectly. And when I see their name on my screen, I won't even be surprised, because I expected it, because this is just who I am. I receive love easily. I receive attention easily. I receive communication easily. That's my identity now. That's who I've become. That's the truth of who I am. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done. Now take a moment. Just sit with this new version of yourself. Feel what it's like to be this person. The person who knows, the person who receives, the person who is wanted. Don't rush out of this feeling. Let it settle into your bones. Let it become who you are. Good. Now take one more deep breath. In through your nose and out through your mouth. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes. Welcome back. Do you feel different? You should, because you just shifted into a completely different version of yourself. That version of you that you just experienced, that's not fake, that's not pretend, that's actually who you are now. And that identity you just stepped into, that's what creates the text. Not your hoping, not your wishing, that certainty, that knowing. Here's what happens next. You go about your day. You don't obsessively check your phone. You don't start wondering when it's going to happen, because you already know it's happening. You already know they're reaching out. So there's nothing to wonder about. And when you move through your day with that energy, with that certainty, with that calm confidence, they feel it. Even if they're across the country, even if you haven't talked in months, they feel you. and that feeling compels them to reach out. I've seen this work with people who hadn't heard from their person in over a year. Within 24 hours of doing this technique, they got a text. Not because they did something to them, but because they became someone different. And reality shifted to match that. So trust this. Trust what just happened. Trust that the version of you that you just became is powerful enough to create this result. Because it is. If you felt that shift, if you feel different right now than you did 10 minutes ago, hit that like button. It tells me you're ready, that you're done waiting and you're ready to start receiving. And subscribe if you haven't already. Because when they text you, and they will, you're going to want to come back and share your story. And you're going to want access to the next technique I drop. Turn on notifications too. That way you're first to know when the next one goes live. And I have a membership where I take people through these identity shifts in way more depth, where we work on all the blocks that have been keeping you stuck, where you get personalized support and guidance. If you're serious about bringing them back and you don't join, you're honestly just making everything take way longer than it needs to. I'm not trying to pressure you. I'm just telling you what actually works. The link is in the description. And when you join, you get immediate access to everything. All the advanced techniques, all the private content, the entire community of people getting real results. And when they text you, come back here and tell me about it. I want to celebrate with you. I'll be waiting. You're not the same person you were when you started this video. You just became someone new, someone who knows they're wanted, someone who expects to hear from them, someone who receives. That's not a small thing, that's everything. So don't go back to being who you were before. Don't slip back into doubt and wondering and desperate checking. Stay in this new identity. Be this person. Live as this person. And watch how fast they text. Watch how natural it feels when it happens. Watch how unsurprised you are. Because you knew, you decided, you became. And that's all it takes. I'll see you in the next video.